This question is for everyone. We will start with Brian. What do you think is the most difficult issue facing the Ozark School District?
Finances. And that's kind of the spirit, or not the spirit of the meeting, but that's been a common thread, both with the two candidates who are up here running for mayor and the school board. I mean, money's down. And that's where one of the reasons that I hope to make a big impact is the business aspect, the marketing, the outside the box thinking. You know, I think it's very important to look for areas of funding outside the state. You know, there's some opportunities here. And also, I think that the school board's done a remarkable job of looking and making changes before they had to be made. I think they've done a great job in seeing, you know, economic downturn coming. So I think that's the biggest challenge.
There's two things, funding and growth. Those are the two that go hand in hand together. And I think a challenge also is with each one of those. You've got, I'm going to use approximate, probably 80–85% of the school budget is salary and benefits aspect. That doesn't give you a whole lot of areas to tweak and move and shuffle dollars here and shuffle dollars there to make it. You absolutely got to do the best you can with everything you've got. And that's a challenge in this type of environment. Class size, making sure we've got adequate resources for the kids. Those are challenges that they're not going to go away. Even if we had great economic times, those are continue to be challenges because the money will get diverted into some other type of area from the state. So I think the more we constantly plan and look for those type of opportunities are ones that we're going to just have to make that a standard practice.
Well, I think I would say that certainly finances have been an issue, but I think the district's administration and school board have done a wonderful job of planning for that. I think they have a good solid plan in place, and I think that financially they've prepared for what many school districts are now having to deal with on more of an emergency basis. So rather than go there, I'd like to go to the challenge of continuing the quality of our education, given that there are limited funds that are going to be available in many cases. I think the challenge is continuing to advance the quality of our education. As was mentioned before, when Nancy and I came to this community, we came because of the quality of education as one of those key reasons. So I would like to see us continue to find those programs and bring in the quality of teachers that continues to produce some of the best educated young adults that there are in this state. And I think that's the challenge going forward.
Well, it's interesting because just 3 years ago when I ran for the first time, the issue was growth. What are we going to do about growth? And the building of a second high school seemed almost imminent. And what a difference 3 years makes, you know, with the souring of the economy, the slowing of growth. And now it clearly is. I think the biggest challenge is finances. We hear very dour predictions about what the next year or two is going to bring for school districts. I think that we have been fortunate in that leadership by Dr. Pace and our own faculty really grappled with that issue. They had the vision to grapple with the issue of costs and expenses early on, helped us make some tough decisions that have put the district in a good position. If this bond issue passes and we can pay off the lease purchase agreements that we have, that will continue to place us in a good financial position. But the key is, as Tom said, to continue to pursue academic excellence even in times of fiscal difficulty.
Well, I agree. I think that our financial situation is the biggest challenge. However, just like everyone up here has said, Ozark School District, the board, and the administration, we've all done a great job just managing our finances. We have a very prudent administration. They are very financially responsible. And I think also another issue that is a challenge for us is our growth. and what we're going to have to face in the future, which is, you know, do we build a second high school or not? I think that that's a challenge that we're constantly facing, because there's a question, you know, are we going to build that second high school? What are we going to do? And we have our master plan in place, and it gives us options, which is a nice thing that we can fall back onto when we do get to that point where we have to, you know, really start deciding what we're going to do with that.